Hello and welcome to Cash Incubator, a program brought to you by City Television Uganda, where we profile entrepreneurs and innovators who are stepping out of their way to create businesses that are defining the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Uganda and that are also succeeding. We all know that Uganda is a hotbed of entrepreneurship, and in 2015 was ranked the #1 entrepreneurial country in the world, but that these enterprises have a lot of challenges. So this program exists to shine a light on some of the entrepreneurs who are succeeding and defying the stereotypes to build and nurture great enterprises. And one of the aims of this program is to inspire other, especially young entrepreneurs, to be able to start and manage enterprises efficiently and succeed in this environment. My name is Donald Massa. I'll be the host for the show, and tonight we're unveiling Miss Chrissy Ethel Namono,
yes,
who is the CEO and founder of Iconic Hedges. Ethel, you're very welcome to this program.
Thank you, Mr. Massa. Humbled to be here today.
Okay, so shortly we'd like you to tell us about yourself and your background.
Okay. Chrissy Ethel Namono is a young entrepreneur, 28 coming to 29 years. Yeah. I'm a founder and vision bearer, Iconic Hedges. I did not just start out of the blue, but out of passion for homes, and good communities. I'm a mother of 2, a boy and a girl. My son is just 5 months. My daughter is 7 years. Still a youth, yes I am, but a mother. I'm very proud to be that mother. More about myself. I'm not yet married, but heading there by the grace of God. I'm a born-again Christian. I love ministry. Even when I'm working, I do take the opportunity to speak about 2-3 things about God. I'm driven by passion and love. Yeah.
What did you study?
I first started with accounts. I did a bachelor's in accounts. I graduated, but traveled abroad with time. But before graduation, I first did, I did some small, my first job was with Airtel Uganda, Bahati. I did customer service for a year, but still as I was there, I really felt it wasn't yielding to anything. I felt misplaced. But then, because I won't say I was young, because I was surrounded with the people that couldn't grow me to a place of discovering myself. Time came when I fell out, I had to leave this job and look for where do I fit really. I've always been an ambitious woman. I'm very ambitious. I'm a go-getter and very hardworking. That is just in me. And I don't do it because I want the money, but because it's just me. It's just in my nature to keep working, to keep on my toes. Yeah. After some small year of working, I traveled to Geneva. While in Geneva, I had gone because my brother is there. I had a brother who works with foreign affairs. Just went for a short time there. As I was there, I was to do a small course in oil and gas. But I studied for a short time. It didn't work out. Yeah. While I was there, I visited different homes, I did some small job as I worked, but in there I discover many people. I see things here and there. So slowly on job, I discover myself. And I discover this is, okay. So I discover I'm passionate about homes, beautiful homes, compounds, interiors. I would visualize a home and arrange it in my mind. So slowly, I discover actually I can do more. So what did I do then? I decided to go online and start, how do they organize a home? Much as I knew it, I can do it artistically. as a person. I'm artistic. But then I had to learn the criteria of how landscaping, interior design, all these things work. So slowly by slowly, I picked things here and there. I went online, got a few courses and studied. I left Geneva, went to Dubai for a short time because they told me there are homes there and it's cheaper, you know. So it helped me look further into more landscapers there. How do they do things? So as I associated with these people, I learned more, yeah. But as I was learning, I was also studying online. After then, I did not complete much. I came back to Uganda. On coming back, my family were pushing me to get a job, find a job, you know. For me, by then, I had my daughter. I was a single mom then, yeah. They were pushing me to find a job so that you can take care of your child. You know how Uganda is demanding. Everyone is looking for money. Look for a job. I have brothers who work with public service. They pushed me to bring your documents. At least we try to find a job in public service. But for me, I was relaxed because I didn't have something. I didn't have a push for it, yeah? So I said, no, it's not what I want. I remember going to one of my brothers to ask for capital. Why? Because I did not have money to start. I had just returned and I did not have savings at all.
So you'd spent all your money in Dubai?
Yeah, not only Dubai, even Geneva, learning, moving around, you know. So on return, I said, no, I have to start. But how do I start? So no one was willing to give me 50 shillings. But I had 1,000,000 shillings on me. What did I do with that 1,000,000 shillings? I bought a mowing machine.
Which doesn't cost 1,000,000 shillings?
Which doesn't cost 1,000,000 shillings. It cost me 800,000. Meaning, I remained with 200,000 on me. What did I do with the 200,000? I went and printed flyers. What was on the flyers? The flyers had mowing. I was talking about mowing, revamping compounds, because I was looking for means of how will I raise the capital to start my business since no one is giving me the capital. I was staying with a brother. I hadn't gotten a place of my own because I could not afford then, yeah. So I made flyers. I got a mowing machine, started moving door to door, asking if anyone needed help with their lawns mowing. So slowly by slowly, I moved several compounds. As I'm mowing, there's a compound I get in Minister's Village, yeah. I mowed that compound and realized it needed more beyond mowing. It was a very beautiful house, but very plain to me, and there was no life in there. So what did I first do? I put a few things I knew of head to practice. I got a few people here and there. We created like a small team. By then we started 5 people. I had a mason who could build garden beds. I had a few people here and there, a gardener, you know, different people. So I worked on that compound. Roughly, I didn't have a computer to make an impression. I spoke to the homeowner and I told them I'll do it at a free cost. So when I did that, she was so impressed. Yet to me, it wasn't exactly what a landscaper would produce, but to her, it was something new to her. So for me, if I had all the equipment, I would make it wow. So to me, it wasn't wow, but to her, it was heavenly. She hadn't seen this before. So from there, she started referring me to people. Now this is how I start. I go work for my first client. He's the director of Teltech. It's an energy company. So he had vacation homes in Chwatule. So that's where I start working. He gave me 5 million and I was blessed, you know. So that is how I start, slowly by slowly. He also referred me. I hadn't learned the software. Along the way, this is where I meet a friend. He's called Tom. He knew a few things here and there with landscaping. Yeah, he had been in the field more than me. So he started teaching me more, adding to what I have, and tells me the system in Uganda is a bit different from the system abroad. In Uganda, people haven't embraced it. So he had the computer, he knew the software, he knew most of the things I really needed. So we become friends, yeah, more or less family. So he becomes like a brother, big brother to me. So he teaches me the system. I'm learning the system, but I'm also, as much as I was learning online, I wasn't able to practice. But I still continue studying. So I find a person who helps me learn the software, slowly by slowly, yeah. Then we build a team. We started building a team slowly by slowly. I built a team with these guys. I move around, continue looking for clients. I started doing multitasking here and there. So as I am doing landscaping, I discover, oh, this client needs interior design. I do interior design as well. After that, I discover, in landscaping, people's compounds have a problem of septic. You've all heard about the modern septic system.
Tell us more about it.
The biodigester. It decomposes waste. You don't need the old method, which smells, fills up. This one doesn't fill up. It just dries the waste. We can produce biogas. So I bring all these things on board, and honestly speaking, it's picking up, and people are appreciating landscaping. So this is how my business starts growing. From nothing, it's growing.
Ago was that?
I started in 2015.
So that's about 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now that was when my company became a person. But starting with my mowing machine, it was in 2013, on and off, yeah. So it picked up to be a person in 2015. So slowly by slowly, I've been growing there. And when I meet a lot of youth, they always come to me looking for a job. And for me, the first thing I tell them, do you really love sitting under people? They tell me, I've worked here and there, this and that and that. So me, what I always focus on is to point them to where they can bear fruit. Many come because they've admired what I do, but my interest is in them discovering themselves. So I bring them on board, but guide them.
Okay, talking about discovering yourself, did you not have any idea that this is what you were passionate about before you went?
I was confused. You know, my journey had a lot of juggles, you know. There's a lot going on in my life, a lot of activity, a lot of challenges going on around me, which I cannot break down in a few minutes. So in there, I was caught up here and there. And because in my mind, it was all about, I need money. You know, when you need money, you cannot focus. Between you and me, when we need money, your mind can never think right. It's until there's vision in you. There's that seed in you that is demanding to be watered and grow. So that is how I discover, okay, now Chrissy is not built of just seeking the money. You know, when you're looking for money, you say, no, me, I can do anything. Anyone will ask you, what do you want to do? Anything. But we are not for anything, you know. So it's there when I was calm, that I discover, okay, why am I even studying oil and gas? I leave it on the way, you know. I leave it on the way and run to where I belong. Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting that because of the turmoil in your life, you never sat down to reflect.
Exactly.
You know, you were just responding as opposed to,
yes,
thinking through.
Yes.
Yeah, quite interesting. So, Iconic Hedges, what inspired the name?
Wow. The inspiration. How do I come up with Iconic Hedges? I had a number of names on my mind, but then I sat back and asked myself, where do I see myself in years to come? You know, I'm a person that sits and speaks to myself several times, and I always do the reflection at 3 a.m. when I wake up to pray.
Do you go back to sleep after praying?
That at times I fail to sleep.
So 3 a.m. you stay awake until?
I stay awake. Most times I stay awake till morning. I don't know why, but it's just in me.
And when do you go to bed?
I go to bed at times at midnight, at 11, and 3 a.m. is just automatic for me. I'm always up.
For 3 hours in a day?
A few hours in a day.
That's not healthy.
I don't know. I'm just used to it. It's just a routine that I'm used to. But most times I feel too sleepy in the morning from 6. But those hours of 3 to to around 5. They are just my moments of, I call it creation. So when I sat down, I had names, I want to be a landscaper, and there are many people out there that are doing this already. Who am I, and where do I want to see myself in a few years? Then in me, I spoke to myself and I said, yes, I'm going to be I'm going to be the most sought for in Africa. I'll make a difference. Yeah, there are people out there that do it better than me, but God, you have placed me here on purpose. I'm going to be that woman that is going to shine brighter than the stars, If the stars shine, I'll shine brighter than them all. So, who is that one person? I'm an icon. So, speaking on iconic, and then the hedge, she is different. She shines out, and she's just a brand of herself. So that is how I come up with iconic hedges. And truth be told, I'm seeing it get there.
Okay, because iconic hedges brings to mind landscaping, but also exterior design.
Exactly.
But you said you do more. You do interior design.
Mm-hmm.
You do sewage disposal systems.
Yep.
You also do architecture.
Yes.
And planning and all sorts of things. So do you not think that sort of limits someone? Just thinks, oh, this is someone I can call to design my compound, not necessarily give me a plan for a house, or basically build whole structure, in and out.
Yes, but what I should say about that, my niche is landscaping. But along the way, I learn a lot of things on job, and I'm doing them perfectly. So why not? I bring them on board. A client will call me for, but I have extra land. What do you think I can do with it? I can plan it for you. So why not? So as we work, we grow. And as we grow, there is another seed being planted on the inside of us that is manifesting.
Okay, so walk us through the journey so far, from 2015 to now, where you've come and how that's been.
It has not been smooth, to be honest. It has been hard, but for me, the harder the better. For me, as challenges came, there are homes that I visited to work, and I was stepped on. What kind of stepping on? She's young. What is she going to do? She's going to mess us up. I have people in my field that made it too hard for me, yet I looked up to them, that brought out, they will always bring out the bad side of you, which is not even there. They'll create it. When you want to learn, instead of you raising you up, they always pushed me away. There are people who push you away. You're going to go to a client who will break you. I worked for people before, they never paid. They're still there, but I've learned to deal with it. I have gone to projects which we bid, but I am thrown out, yet I believed I'm having the best. But all these challenges, the way I looked at them, they were just a means of preparing me for greater lights. If I went to this home and I believe this client can pay me good money, and this client turns me down, for me, it's showing me there's another bigger client coming. This wasn't for you, So slowly, it has been a journey. It has juggles, but these very juggles are the walk to light.
Okay. Have you had any issues with the regulation?
Regulations like taxes at the start, yes, I did. I ran away from taxes because I believed I'm earning less. Why should I really pay tax? So it took me time. It was after a year that I had to follow the rules.
Because you realized that it was necessary.
It was necessary because without that, there are some contracts I couldn't get. Because I was limited by documents. So I had to take an extra mile and do what's right, and it has helped me a lot.
Okay, so besides the challenges, there should have been some heights, some achievements.
Yes.
What are those?
Achievements. I will start with, I have met people of substance. I am only 28, going to 29, but I am speaking into people who are judges in this country. I am meeting big names in this country. And I would thank God my income has changed, you know.
You're now a rich woman.
I'm heading there by the grace of God. My income has changed. I'm independent. I can put food on my table. You know, my children are dressing. My daughter is going to school. They're having good medical, and I'm sleeping under a roof, you know. I could not afford this before, but I'm good, and I can support someone. I'm paying tuition for someone at the university, and this is one of my staff. She's at law school, and she's not my relative, and she had hidden it from me. And for me now, I am proud to say I am seeing this girl achieve her dream. She's so passionate about law, and I'm paying her tuition. So, and I'm seeing many people get there. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Do you run the company alone? Do you have any founders or just staff?
I have staff who I trust to send to a project when I'm away. I founded my company single-handedly. I grew it single-handedly. I didn't start with this team. I started with a number of people who kept falling off because for them they did not see where I'm heading. The person I would call my fiancé, who is not there now, for him he told me, I don't think I can continue being in a relationship with you with this company which I don't see a future with, you know. But now he looks at me and tells his mates, you know what, that girl serves God, and whatever she does, she has passion, she has a bright future, you know. And now he's proud, you know. And now I have a team. I should call them a team. We are family. I have Tom, I have Yusuf. Yusuf is here, thank God. I have a number of guys.
How many people are on your team?
I should say my team, without the guys who work on if I compile everyone, we can make 30. But then my team, my G, who I call my G, my people, we are about 5. Yeah.
Okay. So in total you've created about 35 jobs.
I've created about 35 jobs.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
And so please tell us a little more about the components of your business besides landscaping, you know, herbal gardening and the other things, you know, just break them down a bit.
I'll first correct the gardening. The gardening is under landscaping. Yeah. In this country, gardeners have been referred to as landscapers, yet these things differ. A landscaper is the epitome of all these things. And my company comprises of landscaping as a niche. Gardening falls in there. It comprises of interior designing. Yeah. We have maintenance. We maintain homes and estates. We have introduced online sewer systems. There are new modern septic systems. We have we have fumigation in there under maintenance. We are I'm making architectural house plans now. Yeah, we are advising on house plans as well. So all around our homes, and if you called me to work on a road, I would construct a road now.
But that has nothing to do with homes.
That's still an environment. It's still community. Yeah, we are actually getting out. We are expanding it to community because I've worked on an estate.
So do you have civil engineers, mechanical engineers?
We are the engineers, the mechanical engineers.
Self-taught.
We are self-taught.
Self-taught architects.
Exactly.
Planners.
Yes. Actually, architects called me recently. There is an architect that called me and told me, you're taking our jobs.
Because you're not
How do you do it?
You're not allowed to.
And you're doing very good work. The secret, I won't expose that how I do it, but I'm doing very good work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't you think the Association of Architects will come after you for...
It won't come after me because I'm seeking to get certification. Yeah.
But in order for you to do that, you have to prove a qualification in architecture.
I would prove my works with that. I don't need that documentation now. And I would stand with an architect who is qualified and we compete and see who's doing better. Because now, honestly, should I wait for 5-6 years again?
Well, that's what people go through.
I've also gone through my own. And also we are saving the environment with our new septic sewer systems. We are creating biogas. After the biodigester, we are producing biogas. We are reusing the water. So in short, we are also giving you safe water, safe environment.
So the biodigester takes the waste, digests it.
It digests it.
Creates biogas.
Then we can filter the clean water out of the waste and relieve the waste becomes sludge, which is dried up. Or it can also go to another channel. We shift it to another channel where we can produce biogas. But this is if we also have animals on site. Yeah.
What happens to the animals? It's used for...
No, their waste gives us enough gas to produce biogas. Okay. And then we can also reuse the water without too many bills that are going on. So we get that flushed water, filter it, treat it.
Put it back in the tap and people drink it.
No. It goes to the toilet. It goes to the toilet or it can go to the gardens for irrigation.
Okay.
Yeah.